Okay, guys, I am back with another SpongeBob weekly review. I'm doing these every week. It's going back to Monday, hopefully. So, this episode we're going to be talking about today, and this episode I was kind of looking forward to reviewing. It's called Ripped Pants. Yeah, that's the episode, and this episode came out on July 17th, 1999. So, this episode was actually probably my favorite so far, since I've only seen those ones. So it starts out with SpongeBob and Sandy. This is actually the first time I should mention that they go to the Goon Lagoon. And then SpongeBob is telling Sandy what a great day it is, and Sandy's agreeing with him. So then SpongeBob goes over and he makes a joke about Sandy's name by saying he's Sandy by getting Sandy. And then he pretends to be Squidward. He pretty much does everything that Squidward does. SpongeBob then pretends to be a pizza delivery guy, and then Sandy. Of course, this is making Sandy laugh. Then Larry comes up and I guess is kind of flirting with Sandy in a way. And Sandy's kind of flirting with him, so they guess they both like each other. So then Larry asks if they want to go lift some weights, and Sandy agrees to do it, and SpongeBob goes too. So then they'll go in to lift weights, and Sandy lifts up normal weight that anybody could probably, well, yeah, probably anybody lifts up, and then puts it down, and SpongeBob is trying to leave, so he's clapping, and he's like, okay, that's enough for today, and then Larry makes him do a little bit more. Then he lifts up a weight with anchors, and then SpongeBob lifts up a stick, and everyone's impressed with Sandy and Larry's, and no one's impressed with SpongeBob's. And when SpongeBob lifts up the stick, he sinks down. He kind of sinks down to the sand like quicksand, but only his legs shrink down. And then Sandy shows him that she can lift something heavier. I think this one, I don't remember if this one had ankles or not. I don't remember exactly what she lifted. And then Larry fucking lifts up the seats of the people in the audience, so of course they're gonna be impressed by that. And Sandy is impressed by it. So then SpongeBob goes and he finds a guy roasting marshmallows, and he lets him, and he borrows them from the guy. And then SpongeBob is gonna lift up a stick with 2 marshmallows on him, and he's getting ready, and then he's starting to lift them. And eventually he rips his pants by accident, and of course he's embarrassed. Everyone's laughing at him. And some random kind of like beach gangster guy comes up and says that it was really funny that and SpongeBob and Sandy thinks that it was really funny, so of course SpongeBob realized that he's impressed Sandy. So then they're playing volleyball, and Larry throws it to SpongeBob, and SpongeBob fails to get the volleyball over. They boo him. SpongeBob rips his pants on purpose, and they all laugh again just to get the laughs. And he said once again, and then the guy comes up and says that he split his side. Then they go and play frisbee. Larry throws the frisbee to Sandy. Sandy kind of rolls over, and you can kind of hear her mouth going. Then Sandy throws it to SpongeBob. SpongeBob doesn't catch it on purpose, and hits in the head. Sandy comes to check up on him to see if he's okay. He says that I guess he's okay, but except he ripped his pants, and he's doing like a handstand with his pants ripped, and the gangster beach dude says that he still has it. Then they'll go. Then SpongeBob and Sandy are going to get ice cream. And SpongeBob's making jokes by saying that I'll take a banana split. The guy doesn't have it. And then he says I already split my pants. Get it? And then he says be he. Anything else? How about whip ball? And then Sandy's cracking up. The ice cream guy is fucking pissed. And SpongeBob runs off and he finds a guy eating a burger. And he says that a ripped pants would go great with that. And that guy gets pissed. He goes to the other two people, whips his pants, and says "Rip pants a la Mo." Then he finds the chef backstage making all these burgers, and he says, "Did you order 20 cases of ripped pants?" And the guy gets pissed and goes, "Oh." So then we're at the surf tryouts, like they're doing like surfing competition, I guess. And we have Perch Perkins, the news media guy. This actually is Perch Perkins. And he announces that Larry's doing his trademark layback. Sandy's hanging 10 fingers and she's like upside down. She's not really hanging in 10. SpongeBob is ripping his pants, so the guy gets pissed by it. Then a wave takes out SpongeBob, and the lifeguard thinks it's a cardboard box washed up because SpongeBob kind of looks like a box. And then he realizes it's SpongeBob. He goes to try to save him. He fails. Everyone's so worried, even Sandy is. And he says, "Come closer. I need." And the lifeguard's trying to ask him what he needs. And then he says, "Taylor, because I ripped my pants." So of course he faked it. I actually thought this was real when I first saw it. Everybody gets pissed. Sandy's pissed and says that it wasn't funny because she had him worried sick. The beach dude says, "Dude," and then kind of walks away. So SpongeBob kind of lost him because he did that. And if he hadn't done that, that wouldn't have ever happened. Then SpongeBob is like, he's in like, I don't really know where he is. He's kind of like in like a little changing room where people go change into their bathing suits, I guess I'm going to say. I'm just guessing. And he's trying to think of a way to get the ripped pants to be funny again. He thinks of something. He thinks they're out there. And he says, "Hey everybody, not ripped pants." And he rips his pants off. And he says, "Somebody call the police. There's a pants thief on the loose." And nobody's out there. We see like something roll. I don't really know what it is. Then she sees Sandy handing out with then SpongeBob's a boy, not a girl, sees Sandy handing out with Larry. He's upset that Sandy's handing out with Larry, so he gets a little bit jealous. He throws his pants and says that they blew it, and his pants actually fucking talk and says, "What do you mean we?" And it's like a French accent. And then his pants walk away. And he realizes that he didn't have to be a fool to get Sandy's attention, because that's why he was doing this whole thing in the first place. And now she won't even speak to him. And he asks if he's the biggest loser on the beach. And some girl comes up and says that she is, because she forgot to put on sunscreen. And everyone forgets to put on sunscreen, so it really isn't that stupid. Then a guy comes up and says he got sand in his fucking buns, and he thinks he's the biggest loser on the beach, and that doesn't make him the biggest loser. Then a whale comes out of the sand, and he thinks he's the biggest loser on the beach because they buried him in the sand and forgot me. I don't think they forgot him. I think they just left him there, to be honest with you. So then they ask what happened to SpongeBob, and he says that he lost his best friend, and he's talking about Sandy, but for some odd reason, isn't Patrick his best friend though? So wouldn't Sandy be like his second best friend, or is it, unless he's talking about his friend on the girl list? But yeah, that's just strange. So then they ask him how, and then I'm gonna see then they start playing the song. Instead of singing the song, I would sing it back then, but I'm actually just gonna play the song. I'll play it right here. So, this is the song to Rip Pants. I hope you all enjoy this. When it comes up. Anytime now. Come on. Fucking choose to take it slow right now, huh? Okay, here we go. By the way, this video that I'm watching has 490,829 views because I'm watching it now. Just to let you know. So yeah, here comes the song. Hurry the fuck up. It's gonna be a fucking advertisement, isn't it? Yep. I can't fucking skip it. I'm gonna fucking mute this. I don't wanna fucking hear this shit. Gotta wait for the song. I can't say anything more unless I hear that song. 3, 2, 1, 0. There you go. Listen to the song now. I'm gonna turn it up all the way.
When I ripped my pants, I thought that I had everybody on my side, but I went and blew it all sky high, and now she won't even spare a panty glance. All just because I with my pants. SpongeBob turned into a clown, and no girl ever wants to dance with a fool who went and kissed his man. I know I shouldn't look and I shouldn't curse, but the pain feels so much worse. Winding up with no one is the loudest part, and I burn from inside.
So it's not the longest song ever, but normally some songs and cartoons don't have a point. This song does, and SpongeBob fucking says it. This song's point is Miss Sandy says, if you want to be my friend, just be yourself. And then Sandy, of course, forgives them because of that song. And for some odd reason, like, a sand stage pops up and, like, a guitar, all this fucking stuff is popping up. So I guess it was making this stuff. So yeah, we see, like, a random stage for some odd reason. They must have rehearsed it or something. Then Larry asks, says that was great, and asked SpongeBob to sign his pants. And then SpongeBob goes to sign his pants, and his underwear rips, and of course he's got to cover his dick because they're not allowed to show that because this is a PG show. Then the episode cuts out. So yeah, this episode was pretty. I gotta give this episode. I actually laughed doing the episode most of the time because he's fucking ripping his pants, making jokes about it. So this episode so far is my favorite. My least is still not Tier 3, no, that's my second favorite so far, is Leaf Blower. That's still my least favorite. That one's fucking shit. Don't fucking watch that one. So, I am now going to cut this video out, but before I do, I want to give you some links to, comment on. I will be back next week, by the way, for another SpongeBob review. I don't know if it will be on Monday this time. It might be Wednesday. It's very iffy sometimes. So, first, what I would like you guys to do is subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Add Owen Finch as a friend on Facebook. Just look up OWEN space FINCH. And then you can like this page on Facebook, because I post all these videos there. And then you can, while you're at that, you can subscribe to Wrestling Fortune 44. You can also like the page on Wrestling Fortune 44. You can also, subscribe to CM Brothers 5898. And you can also subscribe, and you can also like the page on Facebook. You can also follow me on Twitter at Owen the Birdman. And you can also add Adam as a friend. It's Adam. I have it's in the description box. And I think he has a page, but I don't know if he set it up yet. So I'm not really gonna give you the page yet. And I also would like you to follow all his Twitter accounts. I'm not gonna say them all right now. I'll say them all later, unless they're in the description box. Let me see. Alright, so I want you to follow Adam 12. Adam 13, Adam 14, and Adam 03040880. That's pretty much it, guys. Peace out. And hold on.